Aaron Austin show here at ICT Fest.
We're still doing it. We're still doing the damn thing.
We're still here. We're still here. Social Cinema, you guys just played.
Thank you.
Badass.
And let's first give respect where all respect is due. I think Social Cinema is one of the coolest fucking bands going in this town right now.
Yeah,
they're doing a lot of cool shit.
Well, thank you.
And we snagged one of them.
Yeah.
We snagged one of the hardest working man in the band.
That's right.
I don't know about that, but appreciate y'all having me.
The drummer's always the hardest working man because he always has to carry all that shit.
Oh yeah.
All the way.
Yeah.
God damn, that shit's so heavy.
Does your bass player help you out at all?
Everyone's pretty good. We're all by now pretty good about
I got you.
doing it together.
Really?
I feel like everybody helps the drummer set up, but they don't give a fuck about you tearing it down.
Yeah, that's more like it because it's over.
That's what I see.
Yeah.
I watch everybody's like so helpful and bubbly setting the shit up, and then the set-ins and the drummers picking that shit up.
I look at the trailer and I bring the stuff in, but once I bring it in, I'm hands off.
See, I'm the vocalist, man. I'm the vocalist, so I carry my stuff in, and then I'm like,
You got one diamond encrusted microphone. And
So what's going on with everything? You guys, most of the band's not even from here for the most part, right?
Yeah. Well, originally, me, Griffin, and Austin are from Wichita, Kansas, and we played in a band called Kill Vargas for like 10 years together. And then
we know them.
Hell yeah,
a killer band.
And
we're a good band. Yeah, for sure.
And we did that for
a
while.
lot of great shit.
And then when we were doing that band, we met Reed and Mari in their band called Death Cow, and they're from Nebraska. And we would like tour together, and if we played there, we would stay at their house, and if they played here, they'd stay at our house. And then COVID hit, and both of those bands kind of just dissolved, and we were like, let's just start over and
kind of mash it.
COVID
but then,
was the worst.
Who wants to go? Let's go.
Yeah, we were like, let's do this. Like, I'm ready. And
who wants to do it?
So for the first year, the Kansas guys moved up to Nebraska so we could all be together.
Where at Nebraska?
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Amazing.
So that's a nice commitment. You guys all were like, let's move up there and try to make this work.
Yeah, because we were just kind of like, we can't, like, to be like a really good band, the chemistry is like a huge...
It's a huge component.
100.
It's really
point.
everything.
Yeah.
I think it's everything.
And
biggest point of
Well,
band is
talent. No,
agreement.
talent first, and then the chemistry.
Well, yeah, you got to find the chemistry through the talent.
Yeah. And like, we
I
just...
think you give me the right chemistry, I'll breed the talent.
Yeah, and like since we weren't playing shows either because COVID, it was like we were just sitting around. So we wanted, as soon as we were able to play shows, to be 100% ready to go.
Be tight and ready.
That way, right as soon as the first moment came, we're ready to go. And
so what was your approach? You're gonna woodshed it? You're gonna like...
Well, how did it evolve into Social Cinema? Like what changed? What, like, these two meshed?
Well, we felt it was kind of like had a lot to do with COVID because it was like not the original plan.
It was the boredness of it all.
The original plan was we were like, it was like, let's just keep doing Kill Vargas. Like, we'll just keep going. And then the break became longer and longer to where it felt like...
The boredness.
Yeah, it was like, is it even possible to... Like, it felt like we were dragging our old band out of the dirt. And we were kind of like, do we want to put in all that effort to be like, hey, guys, remember us? Like, we're that band you sing for 10 years.
Or do you just do something new?
And then we were like, fuck it, let's just start over.
I totally feel
it. Already felt like a new band anyway from that long of not playing.
If you've changed out that chemistry... If you've lost a couple members and you've gained a couple...
One is a little bit different music style, too.
Yeah,
it's not that... I mean, Kill Vargas and Social Cinema are not...
Yeah.
It's good to have a
They're not the same.
Are very different projects.
Oh, yeah. And, like, that was another thing, too, is, like, when we weren't doing Kill Vargas because of lockdown, Griffin was just writing songs to just write them. It wasn't, like, in the context of, like, a Kill Vargas album. So he came up with all this stuff that was, like, not even close to what... we were doing, but we were like, we still want to do it, and like, how are we going to do this and it not be like so jarring and like, so like, we just pulled the plug and we were like, let's just fucking do it.
New project.
New thing.
Good feelings, good vibes, kept shit.
And like, it was kind of scary because like, Kill Vargas was going for 10 years and we were like doing really big shows.
Yeah, you guys did really good.
Yeah, it was.
You guys built a really cool thing.
To take your entity and to separate a lot of the good aspects of it and to throw it into another.
Yeah,
that's a big like ego move to a side. Like, I'm going to separate my art from this art. I'm going to diversify myself and put myself into this. That's a big step for an artist because an artist likes to put his whole heart into his projects, and it's hard when you're diversifying it, but to find that main link, I appreciate you for that, man.
Yeah, totally. And, like, Kill Vargas was kind of like us learning how to be a band, and, like, now we know how to be a band, so, like, let's do this for real.
Logan, have you ever met David?
I don't think so. Or maybe.
I'm from Sunset Motel, brother.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know y'all. Hell
Logan,
yeah. Cool.
Dave Massey. Yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Building bridges on the internet.
On the show
Collaboration, man.
Well, I mean, because it is a definitely a left turn. I mean, like Social Cinema is more my jam than Kill Vargas was.
And that's
both very,
of course, by fans.
Yeah,
for
me, for me, and but both very talented tight groups. So I could see that where it was easy to transition because
multifaceted personality with the sounds. I fuck with it.
When you listen to a band, whether it's your genre or not, I know a tight band that's got their shit together.
Yeah, that's how we feel too. It's like you can tell when a band is like they're doing it.
I mean, I can almost interview a band and not listen to their music and know if they got their shit together or not.
Just by the way they respond to each other. It's like,
because
you can identify chemistry.
Yeah.
Well, chemistry's a big part of it, and and work ethic comes through to me like a fucking easy.
Yeah.
Like you can tell like people that are on.
Trait.
We can tell people that are on their fucking hustle and people that aren't. It's just some people are along for the fucking ride, and some people are on their fucking hustle, like all the time.
But on the back of Kill Vargas, you kind of had a jump start, I feel, with Social Cinema.
Yeah. That was a big reason why we felt like we were like, if we do this right, it can work.
And I think it did.
Yeah, I did too.
I really think
and you got to bring a fan base over even though they're not the same genre, those are both two
well-knit people watching what you're doing.
Well, those are two well-knit, very talented bands that makes it easy to follow from over.
You guys were very obvious about, hey, we are moving from Kill Vargas to Social Cinema. This is what we're doing.
Yeah, we kind of were
very
like,
obvious
we
about
need to make it a real thing.
And you moved the crowd
and just
over
fucking flat out, both bands are talented and fun to watch. So it made it easy.
all day.
Hell yeah.
If I'm gonna give you a compliment, both bands were fucking talented and fun to watch.
Dude.
So it really was easy for the transition.
If you like Kill Vargas, check out social media.
Yeah.
And that's a good marketing point too. Like, you know what I'm saying? To have like one band to be rocking one thing, it's like, oh, by the way, a lot of us are doing this thing over here. Check us out. It's like you can almost play off yourself and promote yourself on both entities off of the other entity.
Yeah.
Which is a cool way.
I think that happened. I
got a question for you. Have you integrated any of the music from that original band into what you're doing now?
Oh, that's a good question.
See, I love that you did.
Separate?
Yeah, I love that. I love that you just like, here's what we're doing now.
We did.
That takes the mind right there.
The very first Social Cinema show, we played one Kill Vargas song because Kill Vargas never got a last show.
So you had to so we had to do a swan song.
Yeah, we closed the chapter and we're like, this is it.
Yeah.
And what was funny was,
and that's kind of a beautiful way to do it.
It was Jackson from the Cave's birthday, and his dream was to play on the stage with Kill Vargas. He was like, always wanted to play a song, so we were like, let's do it as our last performance. Have Jackson
and bring him up and
then he played drums on
what a great
the
moment.
last song. And for the first time, I got to watch my band from the crowd and see what they look like.
I bet that was a trip.
It was weird. I was like, that's what we look like.
And what a beautiful way to be like, we're done.
Yeah, totally.
Now we're doing this.
Yeah.
This was great, but now we're doing this.
Pass the torch ceremony, if you will.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great way to like get closure on it.
Yeah, totally. And like it wasn't. I mean, there wasn't really like sadness or anything with it because we were so focused on like what we were already doing.
Well, you knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
Well, and that you already. It's easy to close a chapter on another chapter when you have a great chapter going.
Yeah.
Well, and you have a future.
Yeah.
We're going that way.
As long as we're moving forward, I love closing old chapters.
Yeah.
You know, I'll let a lot of things go away. Like we've grown and changed a ton in just the year that we've been doing this. And when you're still progressing and creating and enthusiastic and passionate, it's okay to keep closing those doors.
Oh yeah.
And like have some closure to them. Do a swan song. Do a tribute to what you're doing. I mean that's what's kind of beautiful about art is we're moving forward.
Yeah, and that was like a period of our lives, and like we are not in that period anymore.
Well, and it seems to me that your guys' genre of music has changed and it's better.
Absolutely.
For the better.
And like I think it just comes we're just like, you know, we're 23, 25 instead of 16.
Yeah.
And like, you know,
it's evolution, really.
Yeah, we just
you guys grow.
The real JB is in the building right there. What's up, JB? What's happening, baby? This is a podcast. We can shout out to somebody.
Hell yeah.
But I appreciate what you're doing though. Like basically you took a project that you were comfortable with, and you ended it to create another whole.
Take a chance.
It was a big gamble.
Took a chance.
Because we were kind of like, okay, like we could do this, and everyone be like, what are you doing? But we were kind of like,
it's hard.
We like it.
And
like
you
this,
had some good support from Utopia and some people in this town that really. But you guys earned that support. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean,
the very big thing that I want to give you guys props on is that you're taking Wichita culture on the road.
Yeah, that's a big thing for us.
You guys are not stuck in Wichita. Mm-hmm. I don't feel that from you guys. You guys aren't playing every weekend here. You're playing out.
Yeah.
And like that's very important to me. I had to go to Omaha and tour with Chris Lager.
Oh, hell yeah.
To like make that happen for myself.
Nice.
You know what I mean? I wish it could happen out of Wichita, and you guys are proving that it can.
Yeah, I mean, Wichita's
so
a great place.
I'm very thankful for you guys, and
I will
we
say
can do this.
I will say it again, like you do luck into some opportunities sometimes, and you get to tour and some things, but you'd be surprised what would happen if you just fucking reach out to some places. You can make some shit happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Damn right.
Yeah. The fact that you took the leap, you know what I mean, to dive into the other side of music from what you were comfortable doing, like it shows that you know, like what's upcoming, you know what you've done, and you know what you need to do, you know, and you're not afraid to take those risks, and it shows good form inside of an artist.
You have a band with a projection, you know, like this is what we're
and evolving, evolve or die.
Yeah, exactly.
Adapt or die.
You gotta go with the flow.
Adapt or die has always been the it's
very real,
especially in content creation now, which we're all doing.
Yeah,
it's adapt or die, and passionate or die.
Yeah.
So if like you, and I love what to reiterate what everybody's saying is to not be married as an artist.
One side.
To not be married to an idea.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
So I've done this for long enough, but now I'm passionate about this. Let's try this vein. That and like you said, it was a chance. You guys took a chance, and it paid the fuck off.
We knew it was still us too, and it was still like it's the same minds behind it.
It was genuine,
and it was almost like we were.
Which goes to show you needed what you needed.
Yeah, and like it was like just trimming the fat, kind of like what we were, because like with Kill Vargas, it was just like don't even think, let's just go, and we'll think about it later. And now it's kind of like okay, like we got that under our belt. Let's actually think about it.
Now let's get out of our comfort zone.
I learned from that. I learned something out of that.
Yeah. And each tour, you're trying to just get better at touring.
That's all what I'm about.
Well, the best content creators and the best musicians and the best stand-up people are, okay, I did this, but now let's get me out of my comfort zone and try something else.
Yeah.
Every day. Nothing grows in the comfort zone.
It doesn't always have to be...
Growing pains.
It doesn't always have to be a wild genre change, but something out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah.
Something a little, something to challenge you a little bit is what I'm always looking for.
I think so.
That's what I'm always looking for. And it shows... in passionate people like your guys' band, okay, we were doing this, now we're doing this, and like that to me is a beautiful sentiment.
Yeah,
like,
and it was. Some people were like, "Man, don't you feel like you're losing out?" And
you're gonna lose some fans.
And it's kind of like, what's it all about? Like
it's about me.
Yeah.
At the end of the night,
and it's just like if we're happy with what we're doing, like that's what we want.
Yeah, 100%. You're the one.
That's what it's all about.
At the very end of the day, when somebody creates a thing that they love, it will come off better to the public than it would.
I do not create music for anyone else.
Yes.
That I mean, just straight up, just straight up.
You hear a vibe, and you just create what you
can pick your. You can pick your singles. You can pick your reels. Mm-hmm. You can pick your posts for other people, but make your content for you.
Oh,
I enjoy what I do.
There is promotion and there is bullshit that comes into picking stuff for other people. But at the very basis of it, if you make your art for you, you're gonna succeed, and then you can pick your spots that you for the public on purpose. But,
and you just enjoy it more if you're. And like, I don't want to present people like some edited version of like what we think would be popular.
Yeah,
it's like maybe
who the fucking guessed that shit anyway.
Bro, yeah,
that is a definition of selling out to me.
Yeah, it's like
if I'm making music for what I think the populace wants.
Yeah,
if you're trying to reach, I
sold out by conception.
Well, I will tell you to thank the populace because it has done all creators a fucking favor.
Well,
there is no formula.
That's the difference between
you don't get
MGK before
you can't just
and MGK
do whatever.
after. You know what I mean? Like you take MGK before, he was what he was, And then whenever he wanted to, that's why he made that album Mainstream Sellout. Is because he knew that he
Who
sold
are we
out.
talking about right now?
MGK.
Machine Gun
Oh,
Kelly.
Yeah,
God, really?
he took a
We're there,
forefront
we're there,
of a
we're
whole
there.
other thing. You know what I'm saying? That's because like the media wanted that from him, so he gave it to him. And yeah, he took off where he was. But if you know a lot of people that were diehard like before MGK took that switch, fans, they would tell you straight up like he just did it because he knew that was what was in. He did it wasn't who he was. You know what I mean?
And that's my problem. That is selling out to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
on both sides of
if
that.
I
I'd sell out in a minute for.
if I reach a
It's good to
point,
stay yourself, you know?
or wouldn't.
if
or
I reach a
wouldn't,
point
you know?
in my creativeness
All depends.
that I am now starting to try to create content for the masses,
Yeah.
and if that contradicts how I actually like feel about shit, like how I'm actually trying to write, if that
Do I get
if
Megan
that
Fox at the end of
contradicts
it?
that, then I'm selling out. Okay, if the stars align and what I feel like making is hot and everybody loves it, I'm not selling out.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it all just depends on your goals.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
And
it
like
depends
we
on a lot
don't
of things,
care
though.
that.
when you talk about mainstream, 3 billion people aren't wrong. If 3
Yeah.
billion people like something, then
Yep.
it's probably
yeah,
pretty
dude.
cool.
But like 3 billion, what, dude? I mean, like the your modern consumer is kind of a dumbass, man.
yeah, but when you
Like,
talk about
I'm just
3,
saying, man.
when you talk about 3 billion
modern,
motherfuckers, though, we're including a lot of smart motherfuckers in that too.
I'm trying to say that, like, I'm trying to make music for me, and I'm a weird dude. Okay,
And you're
so
trying to
like,
make the people that are like you know what I mean? Like you're
It-
trying to make shit.
well,
for the
if
people.
I-
if I hit 100,000 motherfuckers like me, I consider that success.
that right
beyond
there is a
all
good
days.
vibe, man.
Beyond
Okay,
all-
well, so I've
like-
done that for 20 years, and then
Yeah.
someone comes along and we can make billions by selling out a bit. I might be in.
It's
now,
a
if I'm
breaking point.
if I'm just at the very beginning of what I'm doing, I'm trying to make a name for myself. Okay, I might not sell out. So, but if I've been making my music for 10 to 15 years, and I make
you can now
success,
sell that thing that you did authentically. If you
I'll-
can now sell that,
I'd do some dumb
for
shit for
$10 million. Let's
It's
go.
worth it.
Let's
It's
go.
worth it.
Let's go.
Because if-
But that's real though. If you sold a very real part of you for that, that's
enough.
cool.
You're
now,
right.
if you
Fair enough.
created that for that,
Fair enough. You're right. You're right. You're right about
Yeah,
that.
it's kind of a weird like. So it just depends on how you look at it
at the,
personally.
at the end of the day, almost like we.
I'm telling you right now, I'll create something.
At the
for
end of the
masses
day,
and
at the end of the
sell
day,
out
if you
in a heartbeat,
create something,
man.
make it for you.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Make it for you, and hope
I will.
that enough,
I will.
and hope that your taste doesn't suck.
Or, like, at
because if your
least-
taste doesn't suck and you're a halfway decent person, which I will say most content creators are interesting people. People that play drums, people
got a
that are
mind for it.
people that are lead singer of bands, great bassists, great sound guys, great people that we've interviewed. They are, for the most part, most people think that what they like is cool. So if you make shit for you, then you are placating to your own audience. And it makes it easier. But at the end of the day, if you've been making shit for you for 10 years and somebody comes along and said, I got $10 million, I will fucking two-step for you in a second.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say like when that
I'm
opportunity.
not saying I won't.
So that's the difference.
What do you
If
say?
if that ever comes along, like I don't know what we would do.
You know
but,
what I
like,
mean? You know what I mean?
It's
You might- I might go corporate in a fucking hot minute.
What about the guy? What about the guy that says, "I love what you do.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you do. I'm going to put $10 million in your account."
Well, that's
Yeah,
what, that's
yeah,
what
then
you
that's
hope.
perfect.
That's what you
Yeah,
hope.
I love what you do.
As long as
Keep
they
doing
don't,
that.
as long as they don't want the shit back when I start making money.
Hey, send me the bill for the private jet.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's go.
So where can we find everything social cinema?
We have a website now. I think it's socialcinemaband.com.
Nice.
Social Cinema Bands.
Yeah.
Nice.
Socialcinemaband.com
And
on
then,
most platforms.
On Instagram, it's Social Cinema Band. Twitter, Social Cinema Band.
Where can we
And
find
then,
your content? Where's the best place to go find your music?
Spotify, Bandcamp, or like
Apple Music, you there too?
OnlyFans.
Yeah, Apple Music.
Yeah.
Ha, only then.
But like we're gonna have some physical stuff come out at the end of the year.
How much original content does Social Cinema sitting on right now?
You guys have a good YouTube base yet?
I mean, like we don't really focus on.
Yeah,
like,
fuck the YouTube base. How much?
It's kind of a
How
hit
much?
and miss with
How
that
much like
Bro, it
original
is.
content you guys
It
sitting
is.
on?
We sitting there.
we
saying-
have 2 songs we're about to put out, and then like a live EP that we're about to put out, and then we have another album already written. Like
yeah.
the way we
Oh, yeah.
did it this year was like we wrote this record, or we wrote like 20 songs, and then picked 10 for the album, and then these 10 that are left off the album
Working on 'em.
are what we put out this year.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice,
like we kind of
nice.
did it backwards, where we like put the B-sides out first.
Well, kudos to you
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
all that music out.
yeah, and we
no
were
shit.
like, should we do an album? And then it was like, nah, we don't have like a fan base yet. We haven't played any shows, so we wanted to kind of like put some songs out,
and
play
draw
some
you
shows,
in, draw you in,
get some people into the band.
Build
and
it
then-
organically on the new name.
Yeah.
I tell you, that's a smart way of doing it.
I think
Yeah,
so
it worked
too.
really
I think
well.
so too.
And like that way, we still like we haven't put out our debut album yet.
When's
And
that coming?
next year for sure.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
when that's getting
It's
close,
good to take your time.
when
brother.
that's getting close,
Hit us up, man. Hit us up.
You and whoever you want to bring.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do a full session.
Let's do it.
Let's do
down.
a full session. Come in the studio and we'll
Hype
we'll
up
promote
that album, bro.
We'll promote that album.
Hell yeah.
So everything's Social Cinema, guys. They are fucking badass in this town. One of my favorite bands
Yeah.
in this town.
I
I mean,
agree.
it's kind of them and Time and Space and everybody else, and a little bit, in my opinion.
Oh, dude, I tell you what.
Yeah, well, I don't. Well, all company aside, Sunset Motel's pretty good too.
You can't deny that it's a goddamn good vibe. Though.
But so
I'm not gonna say.
so check out everything that they're doing. I'm telling you right now, everything that Midtopia is doing has really been fun.
are you guys
I
part
agree,
of
I
Midtopia?
agree.
Yeah, and
Oh, that's super dope.
and we're Aaron and Austin show love everything Midtopia. We've had Rudy on, we've had
Courtney.
we've had Courtney on.
Yeah.
We'd love to have Social Cinnamon on. We want to have all of you
Marquise-
guys on.
Marquise
Oh
come
yeah,
on.
Marquise has been on
Yeah.
too. So
Hell
he,
yeah.
he came with Courtney, didn't he?
Love that dude.
Yeah.
man.
Oh, Marquise,
what
awesome.
a drummer!
I saw him
Yeah,
at Quickie
great drummer.
today.
What a fucking drummer!
He honestly like is one of the better drummers I've seen in my
Ah,
life.
what's up, brother?
TVMA right over there.
Yeah, my man. So let's wrap this and take a break. But I'm serious. Check out everything Midtopia. I really like everything that they're
They've
doing.
been doing some moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like
Yeah,
everything they're doing.
they're making
and
it work,
and if you
man.
like a little R&B and you like a little hip hop and you like a little funk, you
They
like
got
a
all the
little
moves.
You they're kind of the my go-to for
Hell yeah.
like what I'm looking for when you're
I like what's
when you're
happening.
stuck in the Midwest and you're a white guy that looks like he likes heavy metal music but doesn't at all.
Yeah.
So people are like, "You love that new?" I'm like, "I don't."
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, I'm going to Prov next week in Lawrence. I'll be in.
Oh, nice.
I'll be at the Grenadier, the Grenasty.
It's not a Grenadier.
That's what I call it.
Grenada, man.
I call it the Grenadier. They ain't spelling it right. I'm offended to say it how I say it because we at the Wave. We're at the Wave.
All right, he's clipping, man. Can we cut his ass off?
Yeah, but yeah. So and we got and another great show coming to town. If you're on that Midtopia tick, we got Teddy Swims is coming to.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That is right.
And I think not too long. It was about 6 months ago that Rudy opened for Teddy Swims.
Yep.
He got to do an opening for him in like Tulsa.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So Teddy Swims coming here. If you want to hear some fabulous music, that's going to be here at. It's
gonna be a good one.
That's at Temple
Yeah.
Live. So I got tickets for that. So
Hey, Temple's a good venue, man.
and
It's
what
like
it is, as long as the Ford don't
13,
fall
October
through.
13, something like that, I think.
Yeah, it's October 13th, I think. I'll be there. You coming with me? I got a ticket for you. I bought you. I
got
bought you
you.
a ticket, bitch.
Yeah.
You
I love
lucky.
you.
Yeah, I ain't even told you that yet.
I love you.
I bought you a ticket.
I'll go see Teddy any day.
Yeah, dude. Teddy Swims is my
Yeah.
man. And I love when we get to bring a little more of that R&B funk
Oh yeah.
stuff into this town.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of talent for that here, and it gets a little overlooked, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
So Logan, Dave, love you guys.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
bye
having me.
now.